Hi, this is Barb from MissMetabolism.com. 2 weeks ago, I started using a new activity tracker. It's called FitBit right here. Since I've been using it for 2 weeks now, I think it's time for me to give a review of it. So I'm going to tell you today what it does not do, how it might help you with your fitness goals, and why I personally chose it over the Body Bug. So first, what does this thing do? It measures your calorie output from physical activity, and the way it does so is using a pedometer and an accelerometer, which is more of a 3D motion sensor. It does not use any heart rate monitor, so take that into account. But I really like that simplicity. So it is a tiny little gadget, and it can hook on to your clothes. It's calibrated to be used through your torso, so you could hook it here or you could hook it onto your waist. And so far I haven't had any trouble with it falling off. The Fitbit itself hooks on. It's very tiny and slim, so it doesn't really, you can't really tell that you're wearing it. Unlike a regular pedometer, it doesn't make any sound when it goes up and down at all, so I like that too. What does it measure? Throughout the day, if you press down this little button, it will show you steps taken so far, the distance traveled so far, calories burned, which includes your basal metabolic rate, and stairs climbed. It has a little flower that will grow higher as you're more physically active, and of course it has the time. Now, other features that are great on it. You can use it to record specific activities. Basically your workouts, right? So when you want to start a workout, you just hold down that tiny button until a timer starts. Later, you'll just hold the button down again, stop the timer, and it will record that activity. The way you view that activity is by going to your computer. And I believe there is also something you can use with your iPhone and things like that. But I use it on my computer, and it wirelessly transmits the data from here to your computer so that you can view a lot of different information. It gives you calorie output, your pace, things like that throughout your activity, and also throughout the whole day. The graphs it shows are really cool, so I'm really liking that. Another feature it has is that it measures your sleep quality. So it is able to recognize when you're going to sleep if you hold that button down while you're wearing it, and able to tell you how many times you wake up during the night, and essentially how long you're actually sleeping out of the time that you've been in bed. So that might be important to you if you've been having some issues with sleep. Alright, so that is what the Fitbit does. Now, what does it not do? It does not use any heart rate data, okay? And it's really good at tracking calories from cardio workouts. So I use it for turbo kick and for running and for just daily physical activity, walking around. But unfortunately, it hasn't been so good at estimating calories burned in my PYO classes or my strength classes or other strength. So it's underestimating those things, and that's okay with me. I wish it could do better, but it doesn't. It's best for cardio. So, if you're a runner, it's great because it will track distances very, very well. Also, it can help motivate you to build in more of that non-exercise activity time. And that's what it really means to be physically active, to be up and about all day long. And that is what is going to help your health so much more than just working out at the gym once a day. So I'm talking about trying to get to 10,000 steps a day throughout the day. This is going to motivate you to do that. It actually gives you little motivational phrases on its display throughout the day. So those are some ways it could help you out. And of course, it could definitely help you out if weight management is one of your goals. So whether that's to lose weight, gain weight, or maintain your weight, you need to be able to have the proper balance of calories in, calories out, and this can definitely help you with that. I like it because I've also been using it with another program called MyFitnessPal. So it's another online program, and this syncs up to MyFitnessPal and puts your calories in there that you've burned so you can compare them to what you've eaten, and that is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about managing your body weight. So next I want to tell you why I chose Fitbit. You know, I work in fitness and I also work in kinesiology, so I hear about activity trackers all the time. And one of them that I've heard a lot about over the past few years is BodyBug. I was very interested in it when it first came out because I thought it measured your metabolism, your basal metabolic rate, which is what we're all interested in when we talk about metabolism, and has to do with how much muscle mass you have and hormonal factors. And it's the amount of calories you burn just at rest. Now, the more I looked into it, the more I found BodyBug does not measure basal metabolic rate. It's kind of like acts like it does, but it really doesn't. It just uses a formula to calculate it. And I can do that too. And Fitbit does that too. And you can do that online. So you can always use a formula using your height, weight, age, and gender to calculate an estimation of your basal metabolic rate, your BMR. So, with that aside, BodyBug is an activity tracker and does use heart rate and uses a heat sensor to determine your calorie output. Well, Fitbit also determines your calorie output. It's using a pedometer and an accelerometer. Because of that, I was able to compare those a little more closely, and there are a couple things I don't like about BodyBug. I mean, it costs twice as much as Fitbit, and it has a subscription fee to use it every month. I don't like that at all. Plus, it's bigger. It sits around your arm. I don't like that either. So Fitbit is what I like because it's tiny, it's cute, it's a better fit for me. So that's why I chose it. But alright, so that is my review of the Fitbit, and be sure to check out this video on my website, MissMetabolism.com, where you can see I put together a chart comparing Fitbit to BodyBug and to a few other activity trackers out on the market. And I'd love to try to answer any questions you might have, especially if you're considering purchasing one of these. Thanks.